I feel like war paints over the years have become much more popular. I remember when skins first came out and so many people absolutely hated them. People were mad that TF2 was becoming more like CSGO, but for me personally, I loved it. I played a lot of CSGO at the time, so having the two games I played the most kind of come together like that was incredible for me. But over time, TF2 has had more and more war paints added into the game, and they've also ditched the idea of having weapon-specific skins, some of which we'll see in this video. But how many of these skins are amazing looking, but are rarely ever seen in servers? That's what I want to talk about today. Okay, so the first skin that looks incredible but you never actually end up really seeing in game is the Rainbow Sniper Rifle, and there's probably multiple reasons for this. The main reason I think I've never seen one in game is because it's very, very expensive for a good quality version of it. It is also a red quality item from an old collection of skins back when they first came into the game and were limited to certain weapons, which makes it ridiculously rare. Like, if it just being a red wasn't rare enough, the fact that it is so limited to like that one weapon or like a couple of other weapons like the flamethrower and the grenade launcher, still from the same collection, this thing is ridiculously hard to track down. Well, not like ridiculously hard to track down because the community market exists, but, you know, they're expensive still. I also feel like a lot of the people who are holding on to these things right now really know kind of what they've got in their hands. They're not going to like throw it away for a price that is rubbish because they actually know the value of the item they're holding. Also, since it's a red, it is ridiculously hard to get it in strange. Literally harder to get than an unusual is. And a lot of people, especially snipers, like to have strangers on their items, get a nice kill streak effect on it and stuff, but if it's costing you an arm and a leg already with the regular version, you're not going to want to fork out for the strange one. You'll look at like an Australian sniper rifle at that point because it's probably going to be cheaper. And there's a whole bunch of sniper skins already in the game that are way cheaper and also look pretty good. Like the Night Owl, for example, is a blue and looks amazing. And the purple range sniper rifle, which came out before the rainbow one, which looks incredible as well and is still a little bit cheaper. So a lot of people most likely are going to go for that option rather than the really expensive rainbow version. Next, we have the Sand Cannon rocket launcher. So this one is not as expensive as far as I'm aware as the sniper rifle we've already spoken about, but it's still a lot more than nice bot killers, which is another very popular alternative that a lot of people look at while making their loadouts. Why fork over a bunch of money for a skin that might not go with your class loadout? You might not even be able to get in this strange as well, and you might not even be able to see it properly depending on what your graphics settings are like. And the Sand Cannon, when you've got really, really low graphics or you're using a config, kind of looks like a mess. Where you can instead buy an item that only comes in strange, and instead of having a skin that's going to look really weird, you have a really cool robot head hanging from the end of your gun. I don't know, I really like bot killers, but I also really like the Sand Cannon. I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted here. This one again is a super old skin now, so I'm really not sure how many more of these are being unboxed every day or how many were unboxed back then when the update first came out. And also, because this one is again a red, getting a strange one of them is really hard, and there's other options out there that are way cheaper for you to get what you want. Next up, we have the Fire Glazed War Paint, which I actually have on my fish. It's one of the better skins in the game, I feel like. Well, for the fish, anyway. But I never see anybody else use it. It turns out, on most items, it's stupid expensive. Like, so expensive that if that was the price it was when I was buying my Holy Mackerel with that skin on it, I would not own that skin. It also seems very limited. People are trying to sell a battle-scarred degreaser with Fire Glaze on it for 60 quid. I know it's a pyro-themed thing, but that is ridiculous. I love the skin, but it's no wonder why you don't see this around. Like, I genuinely think it must have gone up over time. I would not pay those kind of prices for the fish back when Jungle Inferno first came out, and I remember a bunch of people told me I was wasting my money using it on a fish, but now it's gone up a lot, apparently. Okay, so fourth on the list, we have the Spectrum Splattered. I was really excited about this skin when it first came out, but I literally don't think I've seen it in game yet. Nobody I've been in the game with has been using this skin. Is it because it doesn't look that great in game, or that literally nobody unboxed it? It turns out that once again, it's just a stupidly expensive skin. Having it be red obviously artificially boosts the value of it, but when it's also super rare and hard to get from cases, it seems, that's also going to absolutely destroy the price and most people's hopes of ever owning one. Which is super annoying if you're just trying to get one that you can use on your favorite gun. It's just going to cost a lot, and it is annoying, and not everybody wants to be spending that much money on a video game. I wouldn't do that anymore. I would when I was younger, but now that I'm like 22 and pretending to be a responsible adult, you know, I can't do that. And finally, we have the High Roller Medigun, which is the first non-red on this list. This is another one of those skins that is limited to certain weapons, but I think there's quite a lot of high roller weapons you can get out there. And I thought this skin looked really cool, but I literally never see anybody use it. I've even owned a couple of these things in my time playing. It's like a roulette wheel across the design and stuff like that. I thought it was great, but again, I've never seen anybody use it. I'm not sure if it's because it's an old skin and nobody really knows it exists, or if it's because there's so many better alternatives out there for the Medigun, or maybe even just the fact that people don't really like this skin at all. And honestly, just because I think it's a good skin doesn't mean everybody else is going to think it's a good skin. I have a lot of hats in the game I like as well that are relatively low tier hats, but you know, I just quite like them personally. Doesn't mean everybody else will, it just means that, you know, I like it, and that's okay. And this skin might be the same as that. Maybe I'm just not in the right servers at the right times and people are using this. I just never really see it. So if you're one of the people using any of the skins in this video, please let me know. I would love to see that there are some people out here using some amazing looking skins, even if they are really annoying to get. So anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave this video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I've been having a thing with YouTube recently where genuinely I upload a video and I either gain subs and lose them again, or I'll just lose subs and then gain them back a little bit later. I don't know if that's a glitch. I'm hoping it is. Maybe my YouTube career is coming to an end as I know it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.